Hello, Seven, and welcome back to the channel. Starfield, the game 10 years in the making, that brings us a single-player combination of Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky, and Star Citizen. If you're a fan of all three, then this game could be for you. The game will feature over 100 worlds, and will allow you to fully explore all of them and their moons, both in third person and in first person, which I hope means that VR on PC will be a thing. So let's start with the good things I saw from Starfield Direct. Visually, the game looks very pleasing. The planets look very detailed, the lighting looks great, though not as groundbreaking as Todd Howard, the salesman, makes it sound. The UI looks clean, basic, but that's not a bad thing. On the face of it, it looks like it gives you all the information you need in a very uncluttered fashion. The FPS combat looks like it could be fun, though how much of this you'll actually do, I'm not so sure. It has a very Call of Duty feel and look to it, with like jumping around, low time to kill, etc. The crosshair looks kind of similar, but there are clips they showed that made it look like it could actually be quite a lot of fun. I'm not sure this is going to be a Destiny 2 level of FPS gameplay, but a little bit of fun here and there when you're on your adventures. Speaking of combat, ship combat looks like it's not going to be as in-depth as Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous, but there are similarities here, particularly with Elite, like the ship pip system. So more pips in your engine, the faster you go, the more in shield, the more you can tank before blowing up. This was a nice touch in Elite, I thought, and I'm glad Bethesda are taking this. I mean, they're taking elements of Star Citizen with ship interiors, and Elite Dangerous with their exploration, and No Man's Sky with its exploration and other elements as well, across the whole game, so why not take the best bits of all three? There's a really cool element to space combat here though that I really liked and haven't actually seen anywhere. Your ability to make a choice. Do you want to blow up your enemy in your ship and take the whole ship out completely? Or would you rather dock with them, fight your way through the ship, kill everyone in your path, steal the ship, and make it all your own? That's a fantastic addition. What do you think about this aspect? Do you like the sound of it? On the subject of ships, you will be able to change the loadouts of your ships and the modules via the ship builder, an in-game tool where you can add modules, add weapons, and everything else. Change the layout and basically build any ship you feel like, even a Transformer lookalike. Yes, that's a thing. Each manufacturer will also have their own unique style and look, so each ship will truly look different, and I cannot wait to see what some of you are going to build. The UI in the builder is keeping with the UI of the game, nice, basic, clean, uncluttered, which is not a bad thing at all. I actually really quite like the UI the more I see it. So let's talk exploration. This is one of the bigger parts of the game, I think, for most people, and I don't think they've done a bad job here either by the looks of it. You can scan planets to verify resources available, land on the planets and begin exploring the area you've landed in, going and seeing what you can find on the way, whether that's taking out enemies you find down there in a settlement or scanning and picking up fauna and mining rocks. Literally, the world is your oyster when you get down there. But there will actually be animals on the planets as well, and you can either kill them or scan them. I'll probably kill them, but you might want to scan them. And you'll be able to gather resources just like you do in No Man's Sky, and even build outposts on each planet however you want to. I'm sure for those adventurers out there who enjoyed this loop in No Man's Sky, you're going to love this. Think No Man's Sky, but with more realistic graphics. What's not to like if you're into that? I really think this is going to be an Elder Scrolls approach to a space game, much like most of us out there. And that can be a good thing and a bad thing. Yes, you'll get the Elder Scrolls style of quest giving, but that's not exactly unique to the game, but at least there'll be story-based quests that you can go and take part of, and missions you can go and run and everything else. But you will also get the bad parts that come with Elder Scrolls games. Poor voiceovers, fairly static, unanimated NPCs talking to you with bad lip sync. Gameplay-wise, you can expect quests and missions that are given that will take you on adventures for a while to come, but there is also a companion system where a companion will join you in your adventures, and that relationship builds over time. In the Starfield Direct, they actually said that there's an element to that where you can actually have a love interest with your companion, if that's what you're into in a game. There's also a crew system where you can hire a crew to work on your ship, and they can also come out and explore the worlds with you as well. And in your ship, it will give you a more populated feel, with NPCs doing what they need to do to help your ship run. There is a talent point element to the game as well, beginning at the somewhat okay character creation. It's not world-changingly good, but it's also not terrible either. You'll be able to pick from 40 baseline templates and modify from there to get the character that you really want to get the look of. In a character creation, you'll also be able to select a background. which will give your character a backstory as well as 3 talents that could unlock quests for you later in the game. There's also the trait system where you could pick up traits, and they will have a more absolute impact on your playthrough, like Hero Worshipped, where fans will come to you and then join your crew, showering you with gifts as you go, but also plaguing you with annoying questions and conversations all the time. Now, there's an element of the game that I am worried about, and that is optimization. We all know what Bethesda are like for delivering poorly optimized games with a bunch of bugs. In the Starfield Direct show, I noticed some very minor but frequent frame drops, little micro stutters and FPS drops, which this close to release is a concern. They launch in 3 months, and I'm sure a lot of work can still be done in that time, but it does worry me a little given Bethesda's history. So overall, I think Starfield is looking like it's going to be a decent title. Nothing earth-shattering, nothing game industry breaking, but a great balance of Star Citizen for ship interiors, Elite Dangerous for its take on exploration, and then No Man's Sky for its style on exploration, along with base building, fauna scanning, mining, all the stuff that No Man's Sky brings with it as well. But what do you think about Starfield? Let me know in the comments. I'm really keen to gauge reaction to this game. And also, if you made it this far in the video, firstly, thank you. And secondly, I would greatly appreciate a like and a sub. I'm a really small channel and I'm looking to get to 5,000 subscribers, and I would absolutely love for you to join me. And maybe check out this video here on my thoughts after returning to Elite Dangerous after a 2-year break.